yeah, I'm here in Kyoto, and while I am admiring the beauty of Japan, of Kyoto, trying to learn more about the history of Japan, I am also paying respect to my own ancestral history, my brothers and sisters in Christ, and their stories here, and their stories that were so often quite unfortunate. In Kyoto here, it was the place where the 26 martyrs that were executed on the hill in Nagasaki, they were from the Kyoto, Osaka area, and they were imprisoned here. And I actually will go to the spot where they had their ears cut off for the faith, and then they had to walk to Nagasaki, raided there. And there were other martyrdoms and executions, especially of Christian families. And in 1619, there was the great martyrdom of Kyoto, where 52 Christians were burned. They were tied to a cross and they were burned for their Christian faith. That didn't include any priests or formal religious, but it was families. It was moms and dads and children, and they were tied together to a cross and burned. And unfortunately, incidents like that here in Japan and throughout the world are very common in the history of Christianity. But there has been more martyrs in the 20th century and 21st century than there were in the history of Christianity. So it isn't something that is sort of out of the history of humankind. There are still people who are dying for the Christian faith because they believe in the goodness that God has, and it's not a threat to any nation. It's not a threat to any just nation that is built on moral values and goodness for people. It's tough because Japan has such a dense history, and in a lot of ways, the actions of the government in response to the Christian faith was something that I think they were acting more so out of fear and out of self-preservation, and not entirely aware of the goodness of God and the truth and the fact that faith is important and it's real, and that's the most important thing, is that it's the true faith, and it is the faith of God. While it's good to pay respect to the martyrs and to honor them, they're saints, right? They died for the faith, and they are in a much better place. And it's not the tragedy, I think, is more on the people who did the murder, who did the killing, and the fact that they did not accept the truth, right? It's not the sorrow, the sadness is not for the martyrs, but it is, I think, important to honor them, to respect them, to learn from them, and to pray with them, because they're so awesome. So visiting some of the sites there today, continuing to bike around, a little bit freaked out by all of the bugs and animals and creatures that I've encountered here that I've never encountered anywhere else. I feel like my creature Pokedex has been expanded significantly while being here, so kind of cool. There's these little water bugs, and they're kind of terrifying. See that? Yeah, you see the little things? I am here at the Shuncoin Temple. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to get inside today, but in this temple there is a bell that was created by the Jesuits in early Catholic Church here in Kyoto, and it was destroyed, but the bell was preserved within the temple here, and so I was hoping to see the bell or hear the bell. I can't see it and I can't hear it. That's okay. I'm enjoying the shade, I guess at the very least, but it's a hot one. I biked kind of a far ways for this bell. It's not gonna happen. Well, I could. I could ask. I could sneak in. But maybe I won't. Maybe not today. Add this to my, oh, that's a bug. Oh, 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 ah! Oh man. That's really sad. I don't know what I just witnessed. I just watched a spider die. Do not come close to me. Oh man. I was just gonna point out that that spider is really cool and it was jumping and then it died. Wow.